And welcome back. So, hard to believe, but it's been 20 years since Julia Stiles captured hearts in the iconic teen film 10 Things I Hate About You.
Then she followed that up with the equally memorable teen cult classic, Save the Last Dance.
And of course, she went on to play a pivotal role opposite Matt Damon in the Jason Bourne films. Now Julia is starring in Riviera, a show filled with glitz, glamour, and murder.
I think it's time to say goodbye to this boat.
Mr. Jalkudar, your carriage awaits.
Will you come and have cocktails with us this week?
That would be lovely.
Good. And then you could tell me whether your real name is Georgina Cleos or Julie Carson.
Julia Stiles, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
We were just talking off camera. I was telling you, some people describe this show as a cross between Big Little Lies and Dynasty, right? Yes.
I would watch that show.
I would watch that show.
I would work on that show.
You are working on that.
Not only are you working on it, and it's beautiful backdrop. Are you kidding?
It's amazing. We film on location. It's in the south of France, and that's a huge character. I mean, it's the title character of the show. But yeah, it's basically about wealthy people doing bad things.
But at the end of the last season's cliffhanger, your character, Georgina, you stab somebody. Obviously, you can't spill the beans about what's going to happen next, but can you give anybody hints as to what they can expect for season 2?
So season 2, we pick up right where we left off, and there's no escape for Georgina. She has committed murder, although hopefully we kind of understand why she did that. And the walls are closing in on her. She has to do, basically, the second season is about how she's going to get away with murder. Not only legally and like with the authorities, but also she has to go back and live with this family and watch their grief. And so her own conscience starts to eat away at her.
It must be an interesting character to play because you don't seem like a Georgina to me.
Oh, I'm not a murderer.
But, yeah, exactly. So to play that role, it must be almost fun, right?
It's really fun. I feel it's not only where we shoot, but it's so great to be able to get so in depth and play a woman who's so reckless. Like I keep thinking like, Julia, would get on a plane and go back to New York and leave this family and get out of there, but she just is determined to fight for her position.
And you've got Will Arnett joining. What did that bring to the storytelling?
I had been a huge fan. He is obviously known for his comedy work, but he plays Georgina's uncle, and he's sort of the reality check for her. He comes and shows up in France where she's living and is basically like, who are you and what have you become? And Will and I had to remember that we were not doing a comedy, that we could not be improvising with each other, that it's actually, you know, a serious drama.
You're busy, Julia. You've got a film coming out with J-Lo and Cardi B, and it's called Hustlers. What's this about? It sounds like my kind of film.
Well, I'm so excited about it. It's such a fascinating story, and I think J-Lo is going to be extraordinary in the movie. It's a true story about these women who were strippers at Scores here in New York, and they started...
I didn't mean that was my kind of film. I thought it was about something else.
Sorry, took a turn.
Sorry.
And then they started drugging the men who would come into the club and racking up huge credit card tabs.
Wow, that is quite the premise.
So,
Your kind of movie.
So who do you play in the film, dare I ask?
I do not play a stripper. I play the journalist who broke the story and interviewed all these women and kind of hopefully makes the audience understand why they did what they did.
That's my kind of role.
We
eventually got there.
We have about a minute left. When we started this interview, we were talking about some of the movies that a lot of people remember. I can't believe it's been 20 years since 10 Things I Hate About You. Can you believe that?
I can when I see that footage.
Oh,
My
but
goodness.
you know what? And then there's that, and then I just told you off camera that I still have my VHS Save the Last Dance tape, and I don't even have a VHS recorder, but it was just... It's representative to me of a time.
Maybe I should sign the tape and you can like sell it on eBay.
Oh,
that's great.
You should have brought it in.
Next time.
I can do the dance and everything. I can do the dance and everything. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You want to do the dance one more time as we go to break? That is not what Julia looks like.
Because I didn't have my yoga pants.
Julia's like,
Can you still do the dance?
I can't. I'm not going to do it right now. I can't. I can't. This is why I don't go to dance clubs anymore, because people ask me.
They want you to do the dance. It's okay. The new season of Riviera starting next Thursday on the video streaming service Sundance Now. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes.
We'll be right back.